letstalksuccess.org, in association with the Hollywood Pawn Stars, presents a Schindler's List Holocaust survivor.
I had run away. We were staying at 5,000 people from Buchenwald when we went from what do you call it? From Schindler's camp, from Płaszów. Mm-hmm. We went to Skarżysko, that was a ammunition factory. Mm-hmm. We was working ammunition factories. I escaped from there. I got caught. Luckily, God was with me. They didn't shoot me. I was just lucky. Usually they used to take people and shoot them on the spot.
Really, that's very, very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now joining us, we're here with Mr. Sam Bergman, and we're with Mr. Jerry Warner. We're talking about a man who rose above the Holocaust, an incredible story that we're going to have to perhaps even do a few segments to get it all out. But, please just hang in there with us while Sam is coming forth with this information as, something we all have heard about in one form or fashion, but now you're getting the real live details from someone who has had first-hand experience. Now, Sam, we have an article here, and let's see here. I'm going to read this. It says, he recounted 4 years of near starvation, forced labor,
correct,
threats of death, and constant brutalizing at the hands of Nazi guards, leading up to a blackjack dribbling that resolved him to take his life. The 15-year-old Bergman later slipped into the barracks latrine and attempted to hang himself with a secure belt to a shower pipe?
Correct. That was a pipe that thing that the water comes in.
Okay.
Overhead.
Okay, now you attempted to hang yourself?
Correct.
Okay, now why were you, in that state of mind? I can understand why, but what was going on in you at that time that you were attempting to do that, Sam?
Well, I can tell you why. I was hiding in a ceiling. Mm-hmm. And I heard that they called my name, not my name, they didn't know my name, my number, 83,917, so they so forth million. I should report immediately. And I knew if I will go over the time they want me to, they're going to torture me and kill me.
Okay.
So I went and I took my belt off, and I took her up around the thing, and I jumped. Once I jumped, I was laying there, and my friend came, just happened to be Moses Rosenblum.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he said to me in Jewish words, he said to me, "Michigan, what are you doing? Crazy, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, they're going to kill me now. I might as well do it that way." So that was he was the Messiah that you just walked in, God sent him in. And
okay, now that was actually really what you would consider your lowest point while you were at the camp here, right? Now explain this picture here, Sam.
This picture is one GI here. It came to us in the house, amongst our people. And me and Alex Ward, we was together in concentration camp in Mauthausen, all the way till Mauthausen. He was also on the ammunition factory. And when I came to England, I didn't go far. I was with Alex in Mauthausen, and he was staying by the crematorium to get into the gas chamber. We were staying next naked, ready to go in, And he was crying. There's nothing you can do, just cry. Then when I came into Regensburg, we got liberated. We got all together. We got all together.
There was 12 of them.
Yeah, there was 12 people.
Okay.
And 12, the one survivors, the Holocaust survivors. And we formed our family. This is like our family. Nobody had any parents, no sisters, no brothers. So we made our own family.
Okay, now, I want you to hold that thought there, hold that thought for him. At the point that, I want to get back to the point that you attempted to kill yourself, and I remember you saying something like, he was, like a messiah. I mean, is this the person that actually attempted to reason with you, and he gave you greater strength, so therefore, then you decided not to take your life, and then you could continue to carry on, or you...
After he cut me down, and he told me the words, and they took me to, they call it to a Pelplatz. A Pelplatz was like an army rebel place.
Okay.
And I was scared to death over there. They put me, and they laid my body, they told me to lay down on the table. When they told me to lay down on the table, and they asked me, do you know why you're laying me on the table? I said, I do. Why? Because I was hiding. I said, why did you hiding? Because I was cold. It was winter time. I didn't have shoes on my feet. I didn't have nothing. I just had a cement bag wrapped around with wires, and I had to do something because I didn't have anything to keep warm. So what would I do? I did the best thing I could. So then put me on that table,
Right.
and they said to me, now you're going to have to count the beating you're going to get. So if you hit me once, I had to say in German, 1, 2, 3. I got 72 blackjacks on my behind. And when I got up, I couldn't walk from that table to the barrack. So I fell down a few times because my bones was just unbelievable. It was killing me. So one capo said to the prisoners, take 2 guys, walk them to the barracks. And I was laying in the barracks, and I was crying. I was black and blue, the behind. And somehow, like you say, I rise.
Yes, you rose above.
I rose above.
Yeah,
God was good to me. He wanted me to live. So thank God, that's why I'm here now talking to you about what I went through.
Okay, now the end of, you mentioned that, okay, after you tried to kill yourself, and then all of a sudden they beat you thereafter, you had attempted to run away, and they caught you. I mean, at any time that even when you were running away and they were catching you, did you think that they were just going to shoot you right on sight, or?
Yes, many times. Many times every time that I ran away, I was scared to death. Like the last escape I made, the last escape that was in Moravska Ostrava in Czechoslovakia.
What year?
That was just in 1945, just before I got liberated. We ran away. My cousin ran away. He dug a hole in the train floor, and he went down and he pulled his brother through. But I did later. He was laying between the tracks. He was holding on to the ties when the train already went by. On each corner of the train, there was a guard, assessment. Assessment is the Gestapo, the Nazis, that there was sitting on top, and they took the gun and they were shooting to my cousin. So luckily they didn't hit him in the head. They went and they hit him, but the bullet hit him in the hand, and his finger became like that until till about a few years back, till I took him to the doctor, to a friend of mine, the doctor, but that's not important. He went and did fixed his hand.
Okay, Sam, how much time, how many years did you spend at the concentration camp before you were liberated?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Okay. And as you experienced all of the horror that was going on there, was there anything, as you were near death, as you were seeing people being killed, was there anything that you were holding on to either, spiritually or other that you felt was, the major thing that carried you through the whole experience?
I will tell you something. I believe in God. I did not want to give up. I did not want to give up. My cousin didn't want to give up. My other cousin didn't want to give up. So my whole family is left. It's me, my cousin Benny in Boston, Massachusetts, and 2 cousins in Israel. That's left from 63 people in our family.
Okay.
63 people. When I say 63 people in our family, the immediate family, my uncles and aunts, my cousins, my nieces and nephews, my grandchildren and stuff, and go on and on.
I wanted to talk about this because I guess this was done after you were liberated, Sam, and I know that we're kind of winding up here, but it says God bless him, Sam. Could you explain this particular caption here, please?
God bless him is this guy right here, Julius Abraham. He was the one right there. He was the MP that he did everything for us to keep us together alive.
Okay.
He was the one that really kept us together, and he said, when you ever come to America, we couldn't find them. We just found them recently.
Okay.
And we went to a reunion last June the 17th, and we met him, and we had a wonderful, wonderful time with him, and God really blessed him. He was our father. We didn't have no father.
Okay. Okay, very, very good.
Thank you for visiting letstalksuccess.org.